Sup YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. On this channel I get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Today the first place winning list of one of the later, the recent late nights, we have Calvin Connor with Iron Thorns. First place list, so Iron Thorns, they left the Pokemon catchers at home and added in Enhanced Hammers for the Terrapagos matchup. So Iron Thorns is a deck that you can win games without doing literally anything. Initialization is the ability shutting down any rule box ability. Squawk ability, Luminion, Rotom, Charizard EX, Steel Dance Ogerpon, Steel Mask Ogerpon. All of these abilities shut down. Legacy Star, Regidraco, V-Star, like all of the abilities in the game. Think about Radiant Greninja, Radiant Zard, Blood Moon, Tandem Mutant Miraidon, Mew EX. Every ability you can think of a rule box Pokemon shut down. So that's how powerful Iron Thorns is. That's why it's the only Pokemon in this list. We have 2 copies of Cologne in combination with 3 copies of Lost City, so even Mimikyus we can deal with, which is nice. On top of the 4 Crushing Hammers, there's also 2 copies of Enhanced Hammer in this list. As mentioned, you can actually instantly discard a special energy. It's great against Lugia, which you already win, but more importantly, it's going to be super nice up against Terrapagos. That's why it's in there. We have access to 2 copies of Penny, so Penny looping is also a possibility because with Volt Cyclone, you move 1 energy from one Iron Thorns to the other, and then a ton of supporters in here, to be honest. We have 4 copies of Arven. We have 4 copies of Judge, we have 4 copies of Research, and there's 2 copies of Colress Tenacity, which is going to allow you to get the Stadium and the Special Energy, which is nice. With a high amount of Arven, if you go second, you can also go for 2M Turbo Energize, this TM to allow you to set up some Pokemon on the bench. So let's test out Iron Thorns in the Stellar Crown format, shall we? If you guys are excited, let me know. And also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off, so definitely stock up on some new products for the new season. There's TC Evolutions, where you can get 10% off on damage counters and ability tokens slash V-Star tokens. You can get 10% off using the coupon TCG. There's PokemonStore.com for TCG Live coach card needs. When you want to have some more codes up on your TCG Live account, you can actually get 5% off using the coupon TCG. And cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name TCG to help support the channel. And with that, we have entered the game here, and the opponent will go first. We are actually in a format where everyone wants to go first except for Raging Bolt, I suppose. So let's see how that goes. Starting off, I don't think we gave up a mulligan, which is kind of funky. So that happens, but most of the times I'm willing to give like 2 or 3 mulligans up, which is nice. We see a Luminion in the active position. That makes me think which decks are playing Luminion. It could be Lugia. There's a Nesball. It could be Charizard. And it could also be Dragapult. So any of those, I would love to see Lugia here because then you instantly win. There's nothing they can do. There's a Cleffa. Okay, Charizard. Hello. Show me your Charmanders. There they are. Charmanders, they can actually, if they don't have an energy of the turn, most of the time, oh, they have the mist energy of the turn. Interesting. They're gonna retreat into Cleffa. Very interesting. Okay, let's just equip this. They could Iono or not, but I'm actually gonna be using the Colress Tenacity instead to get myself. I already have a Lightning Energy in hand, so I'm actually gonna get the DTE and Lost City. Sure. And we could still go for Techno Radar to tin out the lists, tin out the deck. I could have Enhanced Hammer that missed energy, but Enhanced Hammer will be useless this time around, so I will actually Techno Radar to tin my deck. I'm gonna see how many Crushing Hammers we have access to. 4 Crushing Hammers. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna leave the Lost City in hands. I could have actually used the Future Boost Energy Capsule, but I hope they Iono this hand because we actually don't have anything to work with. An attachment going on the Charmander and an Iono. Yeah, perfect. Perfect! Alright. There we go. This is a better hand to work with. TM Devo could be really annoying for them if they want like candy shenanigans. TM Devo is a very powerful card. Grasping Draw. Okay, they're drawing more cards. That's fine. We have an energy here. I don't want to leave my TM Devo alone. Maybe it is better for us to go for... We have the TM Devo, by the way, so that could be really useful. This one. Just make sure we can get ourselves into this game. Let's get this one. Getting ourselves 2 more of these. Slapping him down. And I could give one to this one. I don't know if they're gonna Iono again though. They might probably go for Arven, so let's just leave that in hand. I could just give it here, I suppose. It's not the biggest concern. We can TM Devo later if we manage to survive. Alright. Attack. Lightning energy here. And let's see if they can find Charizard without abilities. They still come back with the Dusknoirs, which can be pretty annoying. We need to like TM Devo in combination with Crushing Hammers. Yeah, there's the Arven. Candy and Forest Sealstone. Forest Sealstone is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. That is definitely gonna give them more options. Charizard, and then finding the energy. They have used the V-Star, so we could still, I don't know how many candies they have. This one will attack us, but that is a counter catcher. Okay, sure. Duskull again. And Burning Darkness. Okay. What to do here? TM Devo. Crushing Hammer. That could help. Yeah, that could definitely help. Let's get rid of that energy. We could start swinging here, I suppose. We could also TM Devo, making it really hard for them. Give him a slap and then TM Devo. Seems way better, right? That seems way better. Giving them a slap and then go for the TM Devo. Yeah. So we're gonna give him a slap. And currently in our hand is the lightning energy, so we put the DTE over here. And then next turn we TM Devo this one in combination with research. That's gonna give us a prize card. Not multiple prize cards, but depends on how many energies they have. 2 energies already in the discard pile. They have another energy. Ultra Ball. What are they gonna get? It's a Dusclops. The thing here is that they can get away with a lot of prizes because of Curse Blast. We also take a prize card, by the way. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, but it's fine, it's fine. We have a Judge. They will take 2 prizes. We give them this one because we want the TM Devo here. We have taken 2 prizes, so they can actually knock out this Iron Thorns as well. But now, yeah, there's a Torton, allowing them to transform probably Lumineon into a Duskull. Yeah, these Dusclopses are kind of nasty. Okay, it's a Cleffa. And Super Rod again. Okay, we're gonna have to be really careful with all these Dusknoir shenanigans going around, but at least this Zard will be removed from play. Yeah, they only take 2 prizes, so I'm actually just gonna go for big research here. This is our last Iron Thorns to work with. Gonna make it last. Attachment here. TM Devo will need to carry us and then go for... Yeah, we can get into the Lost Zone. But the Lost City is kind of annoying. We definitely need more resources. So research is this. Okay, we have Lost City. Put the Charm in the Lost Zone. We have the Crushing Hammers. These are all very great things to have. It's time for TM Devo. Now that I think about it, they could Iono. Not 100% certain. Let's go TM Devo. And the Charizard is knocked out. And now we just boss the single Charizard. Wherever they attach energies to, that's the one we go after. Yeah. They can still Grasping Draw, I suppose. We have Crushing Hammers, we have Bossasaurus, so that's the great thing in the world. So we can also empty our hand through the means of slapping a Lost City, Earth and Vesseling for stuff that we don't need. The game is far from done. The TM Devo really helped us out. There's a Charmeleon, which we're instantly gonna boss up, which is awesome. They're gonna probably go for a Grasping Draw. Buddy Poffin as well. What can we expect to see? Pidgey and Pidgey, which are actually is doing nothing. Grasping Draw for like 6. This is perfect. So we boss Charmeleon, slap down the Lost City now. We don't want any other shenanigans going around, so I'm actually gonna Earthen Vessel. Yeah, I don't need anything at this point. Earthen Vessel, energies. I don't need anything anymore. I'm gonna try and empty the hand. And off and away with Volt Cyclone. There's still penny looping capabilities, I suppose. But I don't think anything can attack. Radiant Zard is out of commission because of the initialization ability. Okay, we could have extra attached as well, so we don't draw into these cards again. For all we know, they're playing Temple, so then we cannot attack, so I should probably attach there, to be honest. Let's see. In their discard pile, Charmander, and their Lost Zone, Charmander, Charmeleon. There's one Charmander remaining. They have about a couple of cards. There's Arven, so they're not altering our hand, meaning we can boss again. You can also like Dusknoir. Candy, Dusknoir, they can also slap with Pidgey, I suppose. There's Charizard again. Well, that is annoying. We need to like boss and then boss again. Or Crushing Hammer and just have a little bit of fun. Fans bands. Dusclops. They cannot blow that up, otherwise they lose. So that's cool. Rotom. Grasping Draw. I don't know if they can get out of the active position if we do that. Crushing Hammer. It's a Tails. Okay, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. So what is the best plan of action? Making sure they don't have an energy, or we boss trap a Rotom. I don't know if they will have access to getting it out of the active position. They need Turo, right? Turo or Switch. Do they have that in hand? They might have Prime Catcher, right? Well, that is scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna over attach. Just let me think a little bit, right? Judging them to a low hand size and hope they don't have an energy. Is that the best plan of action? They have the energy. We're screwed. Can also go boss trap Rotom. Boss trapping Rotom. Is that the plan? I'm gonna try this one out. Don't try this at home, folks. I hope they cannot like play Prime Catcher if we don't have a Pokemon, right? So, do they have Turo in hand? Magically. If they have Turo, we loot, but they need Turo and an energy here. There's already 2 energies there. There could be a couple of energies prized. There's the Night Stretcher, which most likely gets them the energy again. Energy Retreat. Okay, that's cool. Our plan worked, so we just need to find Pokégear Boss or Arven Prime Catcher. Any of those would work. We're gonna Grasping Draw again. There's the Iono Tattoo. Dang, it's scary. Either we get Crushing Hammer, Arven, or Boss, or Pokégear, or just a couple of energies. That's not good. Collapse Stadium, getting rid of the row. Oh, that's so annoying. And they can Grasping Draw again. Okay, we need Crushing Hammer. Research, that could help. Yeah, no, don't need any of these cards anymore. Crushing Hammer needs to come now. Okay, Crushing Hammer is here. Ladies and gents, the game rests on the single Crushing Hammer. That's the game. Oh, let's go. Man, that's so scary. Let's go. Let's go. Cleffa and away with your Grasping Draw shenanigans. Yeah, that collapse situation was kind of funky. Now we just need Boss. How many Ionos did they play already? 2. Yeah, maybe they only play 2. Maybe they could Roxanne. Attachment of the turn. Hope we don't have Boss, right? That's their main objective not right now. There's a couple of options. Arven is Prime Cat. Yeah, there's a Roxanne. 2 cards. Come on. Game. Let's go. We got the game. It's fantastic. Well, that was way scarier than imagined. We could still Crushing Hammer and just be annoying, but let's just boss. And this time around, let's knock out a little Pidgey right for 280 damage because, yeah, let's go. So Zard was tricky because of that Cleffa. Not all of them are playing Cleffa. Like most of the time they cannot have any draw power, no Rotom, no Luminion. Prime Catcher was actually prized, by the way, so scary. Yeah, but yeah, we're doing the job. Against Charizard, like you need a little bit of time with your Crushing Hammers, and every single time you can boss up the Pokemon they just attach one energy to, you're gonna have an awesome time. So that is Iron Thorns for you. It's a little bit polarized as you're super reliant on the Crushing Hammers, but like imagine if half of them work, you're good. And I also couldn't find them during the couple of early turns, so there was that. Trapping a Rotom to get an additional turn, that was crazy good. Yeah, but their turn where they took 4 prize cards through the means of like Dust Clubs on top of yeah, knocking out the Zard because they're now slapping more damage because we took an additional prize card, was kind of annoying. Let's just check out what Calvin Connor was up against during that tournament, the late night 210. A little bit of everything in the meta. They still actually lost to a Terapicus, and I think it's because every single time a Terapicus slaps down their energy, they're probably attacking that turn. They can also rely on to Dusknoirs. They also won against one. There was also a Miraidon which they won against. They did lose against Regidrago, probably because that list actually was playing Canceling Cologne. The cool thing about playing with Iron Thorns is that you hit Pidgeot EX for weakness, Palkia V-Star for weakness. It's just great to be hitting for lightning weakness these days, it seems. Let's see. Will we give the opponent bazillion mulligans? Figure it out. So the opponent will go first. We're here in the ranked Master League, so I expect a lot of crazy deck. Not even a mulligan. This is actually a very great hand to start off with. So we can offset the opponent by a turn throughout the means of the Crushing Hammer. Very funky to see a Teal Mask Ogerpon, as they're not going to be able to Teal Dance. So I'm expecting either Regidrago V-Star or Raging Bolt. If it's Raging Bolt, it's a little bit... there's an Earthen Vessel. It's still either Raging Bolt or Regidrago. Still, come on, reveal yourself. Which kind of energies do you get? Is it Fighting and Lightning or is it Fire and Grass? It is Fire. Okay, that's Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt is a difficult matchup because they can always go for Burst Roars and then draw into the Sawdust and then they blow you up. So that is kind of funky. We're going to start off with DTE attachments. And... yeah. They cannot Squack. They cannot use Squack ability, which is great. The more energies they throw into this card pile, the better it is. Where is Raging Bolt? A manual attachment of the turn. Love to see it. Okay. We can offset them. They didn't have anything in hand, right? So I'm not going to use Judge. Instead, I'm just going to get this inside. They're never going to be able to attack, so I'm going to wait with my Crushing Hammer. Although, if I use Crushing Hammer right now, I could TM Energize and get another fella into play, which is not the worst thing in the world. Lost City is a little bit less relevant, so Techno Radar. Get rid of this. Get 2 of these. We're gonna power 1 up. 1 of these. TM Energy. I could Crushing Hammer already so they cannot retreat into Burst Roar, so that's not bad, I suppose. Like, just get out of there. It's a Tails. Didn't matter. Whatever. Let's go for Turbo Energize. Lightning Power. Onto this guy. Okay, they can actually start swinging with the Ogerpon. Not this turn, we will be the first person attacking though. Okay, they have Pokestop. What is the Pokestop bringing? A switch. They also burn more energies. Ha ha. That's crazy. Attachment pass. Oh, I wish they were able to, they were able to Teal Dance. 100%. Good balls here, not necessary. Arven. Crushing Hammer. Can we slow them down enough? This one here. And Crushing Hammer time. If it's heads, they lose. Again, a tails. Whatever. It's gonna be just the attack. And our Iron Thorns is ready to go. So they can attach. We have put an energy away from our Iron Thorns. I could actually put the DTE, so they're actually slapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not enough damage. They have the Night Stretcher, but there's nothing in there. That's the game. That's the game against Raging Bolt. They're not doing anything. They basically just have one that is already damaged without the Nazball or Ultra Ball in hands. So yeah, what can they do? They might just attach, give it a little swing, but the game is already over. And that's how powerful it is. Like, if the opponent is not able to, like, yeah, Pheasantipity is also not doing anything. They're just slapping it down just because they don't want to get donked. 180, literally not doing anything. Yeah, we're not gonna use Judge here. That would be too crazy. We're just gonna retreat and attack, knocking out the only attacker in their current setup. And now they also will need to get that Pheasantipity out of the active. We have a fresh HP Iron Thorns in the active. And this research is way better than the Judge we had in hand, because they literally have no way to start swinging. 7 energies in the discard pile. 1 Sada in their discard pile. Yeah, they're actually they're playing a Regidrago in there. Is that the idea to regain some resources? Here they come with Night Stretcher. Two Raging Bolts are there, but they're still not able to use Sada. So what is the best plan of action? Is trying to target the one. No, they have Switch. They can Burst Roar here. That's 1 switch down. E-Switch in their deck. It's a very funky list, that's for sure. So this one is actually damaged, which is kind of scary. We can vacuum away Techno Radar, get rid of the Pokestop. Can try and boss the Raging Bolt that have 9 energies in the discard pile. Let's go for a Judge, judging them to a low hand size, and the Crushing Hammer on top of that. That's actually not bad. Let's go! It's Tails! What am I doing? We keep getting like Tails in this situation. A retreat. And swing. Yeah. Like, the cool thing is, like, this one is slapping 160 now, so even with a Bravery Charm we can one-shot, which is nice. Depends on even if they find Sada or energies. They have burned 9 energies already. Pokestop is gone. They need Sada now. Without Sada, they... Okay, with Energy Retrieval, they can actually get a KO. They could. But they need to attach an energy here, and then all of those energies goes away because of the Volt Cyclone. Oh, actually gonna gust up the Iron Thorns there. That's actually not too bad of an idea. Not too bad of an idea. Interesting. We do play 3 copies of the Future Boost Energy Capsule, so if we do draw into that, that's gonna be nice. Night Stretcher again. This one is damaged already, so it can still go either way. We're gonna Burst Roar again. Okay. Come on. What do we draw? It's a Pokégear. If we have Arven, we can get out of this active position. Or Penny, that helps as well. Penny time. And now we could set up a fresh one. But at this point it doesn't matter, right? We're slapping again. 160, putting 1 energy there, and then the other one will set the other one up. Fluttermane, okay. They could get that in the active position and have access to all their abilities if they have the switch out. Prime Catch is gone, Switch is gone. Do they have the Sada? Trekking shoes. They might actually get the Sada here, but because everything is damaged already, we just need to attack with 2 attacks we win, and they still need to attack 3 times. So we should be able to win before them. 1 boss in our hands, 0 in the discard pile, also very good news. Probably gonna go for a research. Swing damage there. There's a Pokégear. They have the Sada, so they will be able to get KOs now. Alright. So yeah, life's pretty easy when you're playing Iron Thorns. Just wait, see what the opponent is able to do without abilities, and then go from there. 6 energies in the discard pile, 4 in play, meaning they still have access to 3 more energies unless they're playing a little bit less energies because they had that 1/1 Regidraco V-Star line thrown in the deck. Palpat, getting 2 Salas back, okay. Grass energy of the turn. Okay. They most likely will swing with... They still need to discard 4 energies here. That's a lot of energies. I think I'll just go for the research here. Try to set up another one of these and then we win, right? Arven, don't care about all of these. Whee! There's an energy. Energy. Lost City. Don't need any of these anymore, so let's just get rid of them. And now we swing. We have the balls already in hand, by the way. Put the DTE here. There we go. Prime Catcher and DTE. Now they have access to all their abilities because of the Flutter Mane in the active position. A very unique approach here. But yeah, they still need to go through 2 of these Iron Thorns. Pokemon Catcher heads. Alright, they're gonna try and go after this one and hope we don't have another DTE. Could be the way they want to go about it. Or they want to attack with Flutter Mane to get the knockout or something like it. Nah, it's not the case here. But yeah, the list has been flowing pretty well. That's a Sada, so no Iono. That means it is game. We have DTE and boss in hand. Could also trying to go for the deck out here. How many energies do they have here? 8 energies in the discard pile. Could try and trap one of these Pokemon as well. Maybe in combination with Crushing Hammer is also an option to let them deck out. 3 cards left in their deck. Is there any way to get, like, Palpa is already gone, so 1 card in their deck. Or 2 cards in their deck. What's happening? They can no longer Sada here, right? They're gonna manually use energies here. Unless they're playing Super Rod or another Palpant, they are decked out. Another Teal Mask. And now they are decked out. What now? Teal Dance? Can you Teal Dance without drawing cards? You can't do that, that's cool. You have 0 cards in your deck. We would have won regardless, so we'll give them that. We could just pass and win the game, but I'm gonna show the opponent that we had everything already, so... The opponent just literally drew everything. And that's how Iron Thorns wins games. You just slow the opponent down so much. Would you look at that? GTE. balls. Give the opponent the thing like, oh no, I tapped myself out, it's not the issue, you would have lost regardless. And that's how Iron Thorns beats Raging Bolt. So we beat Charizard, we beat Raging Bolt. Those are like the two most popular decks, at least in the Dortmund regionals that I went to. So if you're playing a deck that has a good time into both of these, you should be able to go. And we didn't even see Lugia. If you're up against Lugia, you automatically win. The problem with Iron Thorns, however, is that you have so many polarized matchups that sometimes you do come across a deck that you can not win against. Like, sometimes Dracopult EX with a very crazy setup you cannot do anything against. Even though, like, you can technically vacuum away their Sparkling Crystal or something, it's sometimes not enough because Dracopult has 320 HP. I think something like the TM Devo really works. Like, the strategy we did against stuff like the Charizard really works. Attacking once, then TM Devo. Okay, and we didn't actually give up too many mulligans so far. Note to self that if you're in a tournament and you're actually trying to mulligan for the 8th time or the 7th time, that you can call a judge and then they give you a basic Pokemon to go with. So that's definitely something. Oh, we can go first. Raging Bolt again. Going first without an energy attachment is really painful. We also don't have a mulligan. Oh, Gardevoir. Okay, that's another matchup. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. The cool thing is that Gardevoir cannot use Psychic Embrace, which is super nice. We have some Crushing Hammers by our side. If they have TM Devo and all the good stuff, they will still need to get a Flutter Mane in the active position in order for them to use their abilities in the first place. If they already like attach Retreat and get a Flutter Mane in the active, but for all we know, we're playing Giovanni's Charisma. That could help to get like a turn 2 crazy attack of that would be very funky. Are they gonna Iono us? They're gonna Iono this hand. I probably would have not done that, but yeah, they're in dire need to find their TM Evo or something. Yeah, we have TM Evolution. That could be a really funky thing. Maybe I should have waited with this. Like they TM Evo and I TM Devo. Isn't that hilarious? I could still do it if I find another Iron Thorns. That buys myself a turn, I suppose. But yeah, they can slap them down again, but they cannot get a Gardevoir EX that turn. Yeah. What to do now? Yeah, it's not good. I don't mind that they have Curlias. They're gonna be drawing more cards. That is a research. Attachment here. Yeah, I guess so. Research. And pass. Okay. It's gonna have to be DTE boss to whatever it is. And we also need to put stuff in the loss zone. Most importantly, stuff like... Also, they can spread their energies around. It depends on if they have Klefki or Flutter Mane. I haven't seen neither of them. Because now they can use Teleportation Burst if they want to for 10 damage, but that's not going to be the biggest issue. We have the DTE already in hand, which is great, so we can DTE Judge and then hope the opponent has nothing. Or we can DTE Boss something, because I expect a Flutter Mane... They would need like... Turo in combination with Flutter Mane to get like a big Drifloon set up. Currently in their discard pile only 2 energies that could turn into 3. Attachment onto the Curlia. TM Evo again. Two times TM Evo. Okay. We did discard our TM Devo, which is very annoying. What do we do here? We can Crushing Hammer. Huh. Interesting. Maybe just get rid of their draw power, right? One of them down. Another Iron Thorns is not bad either. They cannot use their ability, so unless they retreat into a Flutter Mane, which we most likely will slap in the Lost Zone. They don't have draw power currently. I wish I had a Lost City already. Without draw power, are they gonna find their energies? Psychic Embrace has been shut down. Yeah, an energy going onto the Guardy. We need to like 3-shot this guy. That's kind of annoying. Iono coming down. We actually had an Iron Thorns here, which is funky. Penny looping. I'm all up for the penny looping. Could slap down Lost City, but I need to slap down Lost City as soon as they're slapping down the Flutter Mane. Buddy popping. Okay, now stuff is popping up. We don't have boss. Mimikyu. One Cologne is gone. Yeah, that's gonna give them a lot of time. That's really gonna give them a lot of time. It's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm actually gonna attack, so my DTE is on the one on the bench. Okay, what do we do now? We're in a situation where Mimikyu is annoying. They can still start manually attaching to it. We don't have our Cologne quite yet. We have the Lost City, so as soon as we draw into Arven or Pokégear, we can use the Cologne to put Mimikyu in the Lost Zone. Another situation that could happen here, they still have Turo, which is annoying. The double TM Evo, that was really crazy. Without even Arving, using Arving for it. Munkidori, okay. So no Flutter Mane. Interesting. Boss trapping is now a thing, as they cannot use Psychic Embrace. They have the energy on the Guardy. They can start swinging very soon, but then we can Penny. TM Energize. Tinning is winning, right? Tinning is winning. 190 and 30. It's gonna be able to knock this one out though. That can definitely happen. But it doesn't have a Darkness energy quite yet, so that's actually interesting. I'm gonna use this. Retreat. Tinning is winning. I should have actually attached there. But yeah. What is gonna happen? We haven't... yeah, they can still use Counter Catcher. 3 energies, 4 energies in play, 2 in the discard pile. So that's 6 energies in total. I think they still have 3 energies remaining. Can they have their Vessel or the energy? Don't have any Curlios currently. 1 in the discard pile, that's it. Our hand is actually pretty bad. They're actually attaching to Mimikyu. And they're retreating. They're gonna go and swing with the Guardy EX. That allows us to actually trap. But they still have double Super Rod, so that's less good. Crushing Hammer here is good though. Let's see. Crushing Hammer time. A Tails again. Okay. Now this is difficult. We're only this is 160, right? That's actually a very nice number. Penny this one up. 160. We can two-shot if we have... Yeah, why is this actually shining? I have no idea. We can two-shot if we just attach an energy, so that's cool. And then we put the Guardian the Lost Stone. No, they're trapping us again. Yeah. How do we get this one out? If we have Arven, we can one-shot the Guardi. Arven or Penny or Pokégear. That would be beautiful. They literally have only 2 cards in hand. We have 4 of them. So, a future energy boost capsule, Arven or Penny can get us over the edge where we can Lost Zone the Guardi EX. That would be so beautiful to see. Darkness energy onto the Monkey Dory. No, our strategy. How? How do they draw their last darkness energy just raw? It's so crazily annoying. That cannot. That's crazy, man. Ah. Research. I'll take it. So we research. Actually, we just get an energy here. Lost City. Research. Here we go. Okay, time for a good old Crushing Hammer. It's a heads this time. This one is something they cannot get back. Psychic energy. Yeah, sure. Techno Radar. 2 more of our Godzilla friends. Volt Cyclone attack. At this point, we have another DT in hand, so this is nice. Okay, what now? Yeah, that darkness energy really was kind of insane. If that didn't happen, there was a chance we could have one-shot it. We will take 2 prize cards on this Guardi EX though. Ow. 2 prizes. Now Counter Catcher is no longer live, but we don't have any other Pokemon right here. Imagine they have Turo. Totoro is it's actually a very cool play in this scenario that they still need an energy, right? 4 energies there, 3 energies there, Night Stretcher gone, 2 Earthen Vessels gone. If they don't have an energy, this Guardi is not going anywhere. They could still retreat, but we have Boss. So, there you go. They're playing it completely wrong. You need to flutter, man. You need to flutter your way to victory in this battle. No Psychic Embrace for you. Meaning you probably will need to retreat. They could retreat into Mimikyu, I suppose. Ultra Ball, another Curlia. Another Guardi EX, okay. Our Crushing Hammers lately are not doing their job. We did got rid of 1 energy, so maybe it's enough. Now they have the energy already, so that's funky. Miracle Force. Yeah, they will be able to finish this off with Monkey Dory, unfortunately, unless we go after Monkey Dory. Nah. DTE here. Yeah, but nothing will have damage, so how will they Monkey Dory? That is the question, right? Arven. This. Come on, get rid of that Monkey Dory shenanigans. Yeah. Or maybe from the Ralts. Monkey Dory can also confuse us, so I'm actually gonna get rid of that energy. And I will go for Volt Cyclone. Boom! Okay, that means our Iron Thorns will survive additional turns. And now we need to boss, right? That is the question. Can we get there? Boss, or deal with this Mimikyu? We boss the rolls with the 1 energy. Or is that Flutter Mane? No Flutter Mane? Klefki? Nothing. Alright. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Unfair Stamp. Oh yeah, we have the Penny. That's actually super good. I like it. Enter discard pile. Literally all their energies. Night Stretcher. Maybe 2 Super Rods or... Nah. Super Rod is here. Of course Super Rod is here. Nothing has damage quite yet. So I think I will Penny up this Iron Thorns. So we're safe again from damage output. I think our other Cologne is in the prizes. So we will need Boss or Pokégear. Currently in our discard pile, 1 Pokégear, 1 Boss. We have 3 of each remaining in the deck. This is a funky matchup for sure. We had a Boss, it's on the bottom of the deck, however. They're gonna go and swing with the Mimikyu. Yeah, swing with the Mimikyu is a strategy. Can they buy enough turns to do that though? Techno Radar. We need to Penny this one up. Drop this down. Get a DTE here. Or maybe get an energy there. And then we need to reshuffle the deck. Because 3 Boss, 3 Pokégear, and a Prime Catcher as well. Yeah, again, as this opponent is not using Lost Vacuum, I'm just gonna put the DTE on there again. It's getting scary though, because this Mimikyu is causing trouble. We don't have the Cologne. Will they find their energy though? 1, 2, 6 there. Getting rid of the Arven. 7 cards remaining in deck. They have used 2 Iono so far. Yeah, Mimikyu is gonna go crazy here. This is one match of the century, alright. Mimikyu on the roll. 7 damage. We no longer have pennies, so... We have the Prime Catcher, that's cool. So we Prime Catcher up this one. And we save the energy there. And swing. Okay, we need Cologne from the prizes. That would be super. If I had a Cologne, where I put it? Here. Nah, it's this one. 100%. No, but it's a Judge. It's a Judge. It can do something, I suppose. Could get us into the next phase. 7 energy's gone. Mimikyu right there. I don't see any Flutter Mane, so there's that. If they put the Flutter in the active, we can knock that out. So that's a difficult situation for them. So we are still in a good spot to win this game. That's cool, right? People cannot use Psychic Embrace. Look at their Lost Zone. What a collection. It's for the collection, mates. Okay, 4 cards remaining in the deck. And we still have access to 3 more Boss's Orders and 3 Pokégear. So, with enough Pokemon in play... Okay, there's an Iono. Okay, Gardevoir EX appears as a higher HP Pokemon than the Ghost Eye for 70. We have the Pokégear, so the chance of us getting the Bulbasaurus here is actually incredibly high. Oh yeah, we have the Bulbasaurus already, so we could boss Gardevoir EX and then hope until they deck out is an option. Bulbasaurus, this one. Retreat! Slap for damage. Monkey Dory goes away. Get the DTE to this guy. It's in the law zone for the collection. Come on, Cologne. Was it my initial choice? Nah, it's left top. No! Ah, man. No Cologne for me. But we have Pokégear, it's fine. How many Ionos do they have? 4. We are Iono proof. We're just gonna boss. Can they finish this job in time? They have 4 cards in their deck. Oh, Fluttermane! Why didn't you use that earlier? That's the main magic. Retreat into Flutter, but then they lose. So now it's too late, man. You needed to Flutter way earlier, and that's why Iron Thorns can win a lot of games, because people don't know how to play against it. Duro. Okay, that's the play though. That is the play. Duro with Flutter, that's what they needed in total. Now they can power up Guardi EX and then retreat. So that's the play they wanted to go for the first. Yeah, Duro Flutter is the way you go. So what can they do? They can power up Guardi EX and knock out Iron Thorns, and then hope we don't have the Bulbasaurus. We have a Pokégear though. 2 Bulbasaurus remaining in a 21 card deck. We draw the turn, that's 20 cards, 30 cards, 7 deep. We could still lose. Unless maybe we could find some Crushing Hammers as well, could be the case. Because they're all out of energies, right? 4 energies there. 5 energies there. Yeah, they're all out of energy. So either Crushing Hammer or Boss is the play. We've already burned our Prime Catcher, so Arven is not a way out. We only have 1 Crushing Hammer remaining. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And now Counter Catcher on this guy. That could be like... How many things do they have remaining? 2 Counter Catchers played already, so that's not the case. Guardi EX gonna swing the Thorns. They take 2 prize cards, and now we need to find boss. We need 1 boss's orders. Come on, man. This is actually not playing Pokemon catchers. Okay. Here we go. Pokégear. And here we have him. The boss's orders. Let's put 1 more into the collection here. Let's put a Drifloon in there. Look at this collection of... Look, Lost Zone. Thanks for the games. And here we go. Volt Cyclone for game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video of Iron Thorns EX. This is one of the most nastiest decks in the standard format right now. And if you know, yeah, the Cologne was prized. I knew it was there, but I didn't want to take it. So yeah, if you want to be testing out a list like this, be sure to check it out. Big shout out to Calvin Connor, and also yeah, subscribe for more daily Pokemon TCG videos heading your way. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some brand new Pokemon TCG content. Have a nice one. See ya.